April 4th, 2023. So it's been a while since I've done a video check-in or whatever, but I've been trying to figure out life. The reality of recovering from an addiction, dealing with an addiction in general is there's lots of ups and downs, and you have to learn how to deal with those being sober. I often wonder if people who don't ever deal with addiction, if they just somehow were given the tools to navigate through life and deal with their emotions in a healthy way at some point. Maybe their parents did their job and taught them those things, or maybe they were in counseling when they were younger or something, or whatever. I don't know, but I do know that substance use disorder it has a lot to do with your genetic makeup. And whether people want to agree with that or not, I really honestly don't care. There's studies, it's scientifically freaking proven. It's not a, immoral failure. Or a moral failure, I should say. It's just something that, you're either prone to or you're not. Not just genetically, but the way you grow up, the people you're around, the situations you go through, whether or not you have trauma, at a very young age, or even as an adult, or both. There's a lot of contributing factors, that's for sure. But today I just want to do a little pulse check, if you will. Yes, I'm alive. Yes, I'm doing good. I'm here. But also, I've been pretty productive, and I've accomplished a few things that I want to make a note of, or whatever, bullet point throughout this journey of life. So one is I have a really hard time talking about myself. That's why you won't see me on social media or anything like that. Oh, look at the latte I drank today. Okay, actually I did put a coffee thing once, but it was because I made it myself. And anyways, but I have a hard time talking about myself. I go to group. I was going to outpatient. This is one of my accomplishments too. I was doing outpatient 5 days a week, and now I'm doing it 4 days a week. But every day we have to check in and talk about ourselves and our lives, and I have a really hard time doing that. I guess I grew up thinking, if you talk about yourself, that makes you full of yourself. But honestly, it's okay to talk about your emotions and what you're going through. I've learned that because I've always just learned to deal with it. Just shut up, deal with it, move on. Which really didn't do me too much justice in my life, or do me too many favors, I guess. But yeah. Also, I have learned a lot through counseling. I've been doing these poems, and I'm sorry if I pronounce it wrong. It's haiku poetry, I believe. It's 3 lines, 5 syllables, 7 syllables, 5 syllables, and they can't rhyme. And then there's supposed to be actually, let me get it, because I am pretty proud of the few that I have been able to do, because they're pretty challenging. Oh yeah, I have it in there. I have this journal. This is for nice nails, I know, but it's for my counselor at my one-on-ones. This is what I put poetry and stuff into. But yeah, so it's 3 lines, which is 5 syllables, 7 syllables, 5 syllables. Can't rhyme, and it includes one kiri cutting word that creates pause or a sense of closure. So, and I don't know if I mentioned this or not. I think I've mentioned that I do meditation and stuff, which I love, and yoga. But I've decided, because I was like struggling with my religion, which this is not like something that I'm saying to like get a discussion out of. I would rather not have a discussion about it. This is my personal life, my personal decisions. But like, I went to church, Christian church, all through inpatient, and I had a lot of really conflicting thoughts, just with all of it. And when you have trauma, which I have complex PTSD, primarily from men, in a lot of different aspects of my life, throughout my life, and being controlled, and just the way, I just don't like being controlled, and I just don't agree with a lot of it. But what I do agree with is Buddhism. And I do my recovery meetings, not like NA or anything. I do what's called Dharma. And it has been a huge life-changing revelation for me. When I discovered Dharma and meditation and yoga, it was like, I don't know, it's like a whole other world I didn't even know existed. But the reason I say that is because a few of these have to do with Dharma. And Dharma, if you're wondering, the definition is inherited nature of reality, cosmic law underlying right behavior and social order. So, okay. So my first poem is Dharma, O Buddha, evolve from darkness to light, meditate to transcend. The next one, this one's my favorite one that I've done out of all of them. Warrior goddess, awoken through suffering, transforming through hope. And then life without guidance, suppressed by the low and weak, be seen, never heard. And one other one is overcoming pain, I was conditioned to fail, I'm overcoming. So yeah, I wanted to share those. It's like another like game changer in my life. So now I got this poetry, I got my meditation, I got my yoga, I got my Dharma. Also, along the lines of, it's so weird, like I talked about this in my video before, like I still have times where I just go blank. Like I know what I'm talking about and I'm excited about it, and then it just goes away. Trying to think. Oh, I don't know. Anyways, I've been taking care of my responsibilities and I've been very organized, which I'm very proud of. I deal with OCD, and trying to get things done when you deal with that and perfectionism is, I can't even describe how frustrating it is. And I will literally spend hours organizing and writing out my schedule and my planner and redoing it until I'm happy with it. And then by the time I'm done with that, it's the next day and I gotta start over. You know what I mean? And I don't even get to the point of checking off the stuff that I needed to do. But today was a day of checking things off of my list. And this included making a video. When I sat down to do the video, I literally, the first thing I was like, okay, how's the background look? How do I look? Am I okay? You know, like, and it took a while, and then, like I said before in another video, I just told myself, it's perfect the way it is, and I'm just gonna do it, so I'm just doing it right now. That's something that I work on a daily basis, and that has a lot to do with what I figured out, is that I always felt like I didn't have worth unless I was doing something that could be bragged about, that somebody could be proud of me for. Like, just existing was never enough for me. Never enough. But I'm learning to just be enough by existing, so. But yeah. That was all over the place, but I guess that's just kind of like my brain. Oh my gosh, I see my lamp right there, and it's got like a scarf. I tried to do like a homemade lampshade, and it failed. But, yeah. Anyways, that's gonna be all for now, so. Thank you.